Hello everybody, welcome back to the cabin. Welcome back to the Commonwealth cabin, the rainy Commonwealth cabin today, and the Commonwealth Flipper YouTube channel. Thanks for joining us today. You know, I got to vent a little bit. You know, sometimes you get incoming fire from both sides. You know, every once in a while you get somebody, resellers rip people off and you're scam artists and whatever. And then on the other side of the equation, resellers lie, you can't make a living. So, you know, it's got to be one or the other, right? Either you're making way too much money off of people, or you're making not enough money and you can't suffice the people who say you're not making a living or whatever. I'm going to tell you the truth of the matter today, and I'm also going to show you some crazy good sales. Let's take a look. All right, y'all, I didn't think I would come in the SupplyHut quite this quick, but I had to ask Jess here for a favor. What do we do with it? Oh, you got it. I'm like, we sold something, but we haven't got it into the Commonwealth cabin yet. That is, what did we call that thing?
The Motor Viper.
The Motor Viper. $55 that sold for plus shipping, and I knew it was in here, and so I figured I'd come and ask her, because if you remember from a couple of videos ago, I said that we're nearing the end of the G.I. Joes, and I think we're there. Yes, we're there.
Yes.
Okay. She is so happy that it's all done.
I don't know how they go in.
It doesn't matter. It's all right. We'll pack it up, but I don't think I had that one when I was a kid. But $55, and it had the figure with it. That's really the key, isn't it?
Yep.
But I want to show you what she's worked on here, this last bit. This is the last one, right? Or one of the last ones. This is all one sale right here, or one item. It's a command center or something.
Yes.
Was most everything there?
Everything.
Everything was there.
Every single piece.
So we're going to see 1983. It's going to be interesting to see. And you had some other stuff. Now we don't have, let's see, this is it. So that's Masters of the Universe, and then what else was the last one? Oh, the two cases that you were putting all the stuff in.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
But everything else is good to go.
Cases was pretty cool.
Oh, there's one little case right here.
1982.
I like it. We're gonna sell that, and then the other 3 cases, and then get all this stuff listed. Look at all these, y'all. Look at all that. That is so much work. So we'll see if it pays off. I hope it does. We will see. Thank you for your help.
Thank you.
I guess I should have figured out that wasn't in the cabin before I started filming, but sold a hat, and this is an interesting one. I put it out here earlier. It just didn't magically set on top. It was in the shed earlier, and I'm like, that's sold. I'm gonna put it right there. Legion Riders, American Legion. It's a vintage hat, and it's a K Products hat, y'all. And if you don't know anything about hats, K Products is good, assembled in the USA. Now there are some more modern K Products, and you like to see them with K Products on actual snapback, but there are some that are modern K Products that aren't particularly great. But if you can put vintage together with K Products, you're usually going to get something out of it. There you go, right there. United States Marines. And that one did okay. $20 plus shipping for that one right there. There are some K Products. I'm not going to go in a whole hat video here from John Deere and a bunch of other K Products hats that are worth tons of money. But this one's just okay. Sold a couple more of the figures here. Monkey Wrench, 1986. That one's got everything with it but the card. And then Tripwire, which is missing a couple of landmines in the backpack, but everything else is there. I think total those sold for $44 and some change plus shipping. So if you watched the last episode, we talked, I think it was the last, maybe it was 2 episodes ago, we talked about how much money we spent, plus labor costs that we're already putting into it, and we're all into it for $1,040. And it's going to take us a little while to dig out of that, of course, but we're almost there already. And this kind of leads me to what I want to talk about today as well. I'll do one more sale, and then we'll talk about something that's similar to this, but a little bit different. So $962. So we're, you know, roughly $80 away from breaking even, and we've sold just tons of amazing stuff already. And we're still that far away. Next one here is from a sale that sometimes I go to sales and people either invite me, or you get there and they're just really cool and there's not much to get, or you know, you want to grab something that you can make money on, but you want to buy stuff because people want to get rid of stuff at garage sales. And this is a church sale they invite me to every year, and the prices on some things, to be honest, aren't that great. But sometimes they are, and you can always find something, you know. Everybody doesn't know everything about everything. And you know, this they had priced, I don't know, 50 cents or something, maybe $1, I don't know. I'm like, you know what, these are really cool, vintage, great look to them. I'm like, they got to have some value. And sure enough, they do. They sell individually or together. I put them together. I think I paid a dollar total. I might have paid $2. Sold for $14 plus shipping. Not a whole lot of profit in it, but I think they're cool, and I'm glad I picked them up. All right, y'all, the next item is the one that kind of got me, well, it got me on tilt a little bit. I gotta be honest, I got 2 different comments in 2 different places, 2 different social media platforms that really both can't be true. And one of them was about this hat. And I think this is the right one, yep. And I paid, a guy wanted $5 for it. I'm used to paying $1 for these, y'all. Sometimes less. Sometimes get them for free, just depending on where you're at. This is a Liberty University Stadium giveaway from years and years ago, not the most recent one. And I paid $5 for it, and I was kind of like, man, I don't want to pay $5. There were 2 of them, and I wanted to bundle them together. I'm like, how about 2 for $8? I could tell this guy wasn't going to budge much, so I thought maybe we'd try to get a couple bucks off, and somebody's accusing me of being cheap and ripping people off and all this different stuff. And then I had a comment on a different video that I was a shyster and I was lying to people and telling them they can make a full-time living doing eBay and you just can't, there's no money in it, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, well, one of these got to be true, right? And one of these got to be false, or the truth lies somewhere in between. You know, can you make a living? Yes, I talk about it all the time. Is it ideal to make a living? Not really, and it's very, very hard doing it this way right here, but it's a great way to make extra money for sure. There are plenty of ways to make a full-time living on eBay. You can do it this way. You just got to bust your butt to do it for sure. But I don't think I've ever told people, hey, quit your job and you're going to make, you know, 100,000. That just isn't the case most of the time unless there are certain things in place to allow it to happen. Make no mistake, however, it is very, very possible for some people. And I don't know if I encourage, but an ideal situation is where one spouse is making a really good income and has all the benefits and all that stuff, and the other one can stay home and can work from home doing this because it's possible because of that reason. So you tell me if I ever lied to anybody out there about this. Hopefully I haven't. But this other one was quite a different statement. You're ripping people off, you're making so much money off of them, whatever. Well, one of them's true, right? Has to be that they both can't be true. So at any rate, you can't rip people off and make so much money and also not make enough money to make a living. I suppose they could both be true, but I think you get my point. This one right here, I want to illustrate that it's, you know, the guy said, he's like, oh, what's $1 make a difference, right? Does $1 really make a difference? You're so cheap, whatever. Okay. So I'm going to explain why $1 can make a difference and put it in terms that a lot of non-resellers can understand. If you're a reseller, you already understand this very, very well. I said something like, you know, you sold it for $25. You know, you bought it for $5, you sold it for $25. Like it's a $20 profit, right? What does $1 make a difference? Of course, we all know that as resellers, that's just not the case. I want to break this hat down here. It sold for $24 for one. It didn't sell for $25. Exactly, free shipping. The cost was $5. The fees were exactly $3.41. The shipping is exactly, it's a little over 4 ounces, I think. So it should be 406. Should be, that's going to be over 4 ounces. Not by much, but a little bit. 4.4. So that's going to ship out at the 8-ounce rate, which in this case, where it's going is $4.06. Materials, you know, the bag and using, you know, the labels and, you know, I'll throw stuff in, whatever. I just figured it out to be about 18 cents, you know, give or take a little bit. But it does cost in some materials as well to ship, depending on what you're shipping. Some boxes are going to cost you a lot more. SupplyHut.com, code Commonwealth. So the total profit here is not $20, it's $11.35. And of course, those aren't all the costs, you know. I mean, you got to have lights turned on to do this stuff. You have to pay, you know, got to buy that printer, and you got to buy every single time my cat breaks that scale over there, and you know, different equipment. You got to go to the post office. Some people do. You know, there's gas involved. You got to pay taxes. There's all, you know, maybe if you're doing bookkeeping or you know, there's all kinds of stuff involved in this for sure that aren't even on there, and those are pre-tax dollars. So that leads me to believe that the second person's comment is actually probably more true than this person's, which is it's extremely difficult to make a living doing this reselling business. And it is difficult. It's not easy. And anybody who just absolutely pounds the pavement and busts their butt every single day, you realize that. And whatever, you know, when you see these comments about how, you know, you're ripping somebody off and you're so cheap, you try to save $1, you know what? Think about it this way. You know, that $1 represents almost 9% of your profit. Can you imagine if you have a regular job out there and somebody says, you know what, I think just so you can't be called cheap out there, we're going to take a 9% deduction off of your paycheck this year. We're going to just reduce it by 9% and we're going to be generous and give that money away, right? So $1 on an item like this times 5,000 items, you know, that we sell in here every year, that's real money. And so for people out there to be disingenuous and say, you know, you're trying to save a buck. Yeah, trying to save a buck. That's 9% of my profit on this item. And if you take that and calculate it throughout the whole year, that's a 9% deduction in your pay. Now, before we move on, I just want to add one caveat. That only applies for crazy people like me who like to sell low dollar items, which I do. I like to sell low dollar items. I like to sell items that I like to sell, period. I sell lower dollar items than that. Preferably, I'd sell them higher, but it's all relative. But saving a buck is saving a buck. And there are different situations out there. And hopefully you've seen me give back to different situations as we go. And I think all of us do that in one way, shape, or form. But it does drive me crazy having people tell you how best to spend your money and how to give your money. That irritates me more than anything, right? If people are like, oh, whatever. And I'm like, hey, I'll give you their address. You know, because those people rarely would put their money where their mouth is. Sold an ET pen, and I never, ever get it right. There's not even anything in that. We gotta fill that one up. Why do I have such trouble? It's gonna be the last one. Not quite. There it is. ET and drag pen. That one sold for $8 plus shipping. Speaking of getting yelled at in the video, this, oh hey, look at that. We need to do another auction for Isaiah House. Got my meeting with them coming up here pretty quick as well. And I think this guy had all those puzzles and it had $3 and they were all shrink wrapped together. And I'm like, $3 for all of them? Because I'll do that. I didn't want to do 3 for each because it wouldn't be worth it. And people gave me grief. I'm like, that's what they originally intended, y'all. I was just making sure. And this puzzle, is this the one I couldn't put together, y'all? That was a tough video. Made in the USA, the moon landing. Moon adventure, you know, moon landing was fake, of course. Just kidding, just kidding. This one right here sold for $12 for shipping. Somebody buy Santa before it's too late, y'all. Simpsons season 8, $10 for that one. It's the last one. It's all pure profit at this point, but it isn't much pure profit at this point because it's $10 free ship. Last of the M&M charity auctions. This one's going off to Mary, and this one was for the Gary Sinise Foundation. And I really do love having that portion go right to them off of eBay. So much easier for me. Hell, plus people don't call in my integrity into question, which happens more than you might think. So, hello, Kevin. Just wanted to say thank you for teaching me some new tricks. Love all that you do. Merry Christmas to you and yours. P.S. I finally won something. There you go. Sincerely, Mary. From Genie Collectibles 1985, California. Thank you very much. And thank you for your gift to the Gary Sinise Foundation. Catwoman Funko Pop sold. There you go. Whoa, what just happened? Oh, a card fell out of there. Oh, it's like, what happened? $35 for that one, plus shipping. See if I can get this next batch somewhat correct here. I have a list, so maybe I won't mess it up too much. Crazy Legs right here. That one sold for $18 plus shipping. I always like to see, oh, look at that. Get a free fridge action figure. That's cool. Yeah, I wish I had that one. He's from Fort Dodge, Iowa. Okay, what else do we got here? We got Cobra Infantry. That's Viper, right? That's that guy right there. He sold for $14 plus shipping. Dusty sold for $22. Where's Dusty from? Las Vegas. But what else? Shipwreck. I don't know where he's from. And he sold for $55 plus shipping. No card with that one. Shipwreck was one of the famous ones, boy, in the cartoon too. So tattoo on there. Let me see here. What else? Xander. That's Zartan's brother. There you go. And he sold for $30 plus shipping. The Armadillo tank is $20 plus shipping. Right there. And last but not least is Beachhead. Beachhead is from Auburn, Alabama. There you go. And there's our Auburn bin right back there. and he sold for $27 plus shipping. There you have it right there. We are in the profit, which is pretty cool. Took us a while to get there, and we had to sell a bunch, but we're there. I don't know how, you know, a lot of the heavy hitters are gone at this point, but look at how many figures we still have left. And we're going to have a giant tub full of vehicles, and then a few extra lots, and then that giant compound thing out there. I don't know what that's worth. 11.45. We're up $100. Sold 2 more Scrooge posters. We're selling those for $25 each plus shipping, and we're doing flat rate shipping on those. I don't know what we're doing. I probably need to bump it because one I lost money on the other day, but whatever. And then we sold one of the Mickey and the Beanstalk ones as well. Those are $19, I think, plus shipping. Hopefully you're seeing it right here. You can check those out. And a message from Shannon, I think. Love your videos. I'm a full-time reseller as well. Have about 6,200 listed in our family-run store. That's amazing. Would you ever consider doing a video on how to do editing videos for YouTube? I'll be honest with you. I'm not the best person to ask. You know, there's plenty of other people who do that kind of stuff and teach that kind of stuff. The way I do it, when I tell people, they absolutely laugh at me. Dave, see Pickerboy, he's like, I can't believe it. But I don't know. I don't edit on a computer. I have a hard time with computers, believe it or not. I got a MacBook. I can hardly run at all. So I airdrop it. And they said their problem was taking the GoPro footage and getting it, what does it say? Can't seem to figure out how to get them from the GoPro to edit, then to YouTube. I got one posted after weeks of trying. Don't even know how I did it. I feel your pain. So this is crazy to some people, but essentially what I do is I have a GoPro app on my phone and I airdrop it from the GoPro to my phone. I edit the whole thing on my phone. I upload it to my computer. It takes a long, long time. And there's probably 50 better ways to do it using editing software on your computer. I just don't do it because I don't know how to do it, and I don't take the time to learn. So there you go. There you go. People out there who are doing YouTube are like, this guy's got a channel with this many people watching and he has no clue what he's doing. Oh, well, there you go. It's a miracle. Turner, I was going to have the new Havanese puppy in here with us. That puppy loves you too, by the way. But I think, what'd you say?
He loves everyone.
He loves everyone, that's true. But I think we're going to have him at the end of the video with Ray. So, anyway, you sold some plush. Do you even know the names of these plush?
I know they're in a show. It's about basketball.
That's right, Space Jam.
Yeah, Space Jam. Yeah,
Space Jam. You don't even know who this is? Holy moly, that's Bugs Bunny.
Oh yeah, I know who he
Gracious.
is. I know who he is.
Tasmanian Devil, Taz, and Daffy Duck. Man, I told you. See, I asked the viewers if I should make you watch classic cartoons, and almost every one of them said yes. So maybe we'll do just that. So those sold for $21 free shipping. I paid up a little bit for them, so there's not a huge profit in them, but I'm happy I did. Still making some money, definitely enough for you to do what?
$7, spend $1, and donate $1. Buy.
Actually, not buy.
Yeah.
Reagan got to open a gift the other day, which, let me say this before, you can start pulling this stuff out, and I want to talk about something. You can pull that out. This is from Ivan, and he sent a package to Turner as well. And Ivan, this is one of the boxes. Hope Charlie doesn't hear this at SupplyHut. I have all SupplyHut boxes except for a couple, and one of them is the 6x6x6 from Walmart. I find it very useful, and it's well constructed and light. And so SupplyHut does have 6x6x6 too, though. And it's a decent price. So anyway, thank you.
This is cool.
That is.
It's like a fake helmet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you put pencils.
Yeah, you could do that in your desk upstairs or your desk downstairs.
I'm wearing my Titan shirt.
Yeah, you are. Look at that. Very kind of
Thank
Ivan.
you.
That's really, really cool. And look, a Walmart gift card. I mean, how about all that?
Yeah,
Ivan just went out of his way. We sent, Ivan's done a lot for us, y'all. But we sent him one of these too. So thank you very, very much to all of you. Thank you to Ivan as well.
Bye.
Also a big thank you to Wayne. It's Wayne Hinkle 0 is the eBay store. He's the one who bought the Mickey and the Beanstalk one. Some of you may recognize this next one right here. This is one that I sold and got returned, and the guy said it was used, and it absolutely was not used. The cardboard is not in the best shape in the world, but this belt was not used. And who knows why they did that, but it is very new. Sort of ish. I mean, it's new, meaning it's never been used, although most people don't sell things that look like this new, but you know what I mean. $65 for that Polaris belt plus shipping. Next one might take a second to find. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. That's why sometimes I'll print. Hey, look at that. I think I found it right off the bat. I swear I didn't set that one up. I usually tell you when I do. Sometimes it just makes it a lot easier to edit since I do things so strangely. This is a brown little chocolate lab. There you go. Banner. And I knew it'd sell to the right person. It sold to a viewer who just brought home their own little lab. So, speaking of bringing home dogs, if you watched to the end of the last video, I don't even want to talk about it, but let me tell you, this dog is cute. We have a new Havanese dog, so maybe we'll get him out here with... Well, maybe you've already seen him. Sometimes I'll film Turner after and put him in somewhere earlier in the video, but we'll see. Any rate, hey Kevin, loving your videos. Just moved into our first house and immediately brought home a lab puppy. Very cool. And they are Northeast Family Finds on eBay, Mercari, and YouTube. Thanks, Gideon, Emily, and Grant. Thank you. $15 plus shipping is the, I don't know if I said that or not, so. But you guys are amazing. Thank you for buying that, and I hope that dog adorns the outside of your house, and I hope you love that new puppy. Next one went to Sharon, who I can only assume is a viewer. Since she left a message, she said her dog's name is Taz. So, there you go. I hope he didn't act like Taz. So, Sharon, I'm assuming you're a viewer. Thank you so much. These are going for $11.95. I have no idea where this one came from, nor did I list it or take pictures of it. Might have came out of one of those Maryland Marks boxes. If so, Maryland, thank you. But if not, maybe Blue's mama got it from Goodwill. So, anyway, I'll have to see what type of pictures were taken. That usually tells me where it came from. Not big money, $8 plus shipping for this geography game. Maybe it's one of the kids' homeschooling deals that they're finished with. I don't know. Sold a Lily Bloom bag and sold it to Jennifer, who is a viewer. $16 plus shipping. Just wanted to say thank you. I wish you and your family a Merry Christmas. Can you ship the two items together to save on shipping? Absolutely. Flat rate padded envelope or box. I'm certain you know which will be best. Thank you, Jennifer. Jennifer, let's see if I can get this. Archer Thrifty Finds. Jennifer, thank you very, very much. I appreciate it, and it's headed your way. By the way, the other item is I think it's a Mary Kay enamel fingernail thing. So that's headed there too. That was $5 plus ship. Yeah, I really got to do a better job at opening these faster. I'll tell you what, I'm opening one in just a second. This was the big set I bought at a garage sale the other day. Paid $3 and got the cups and everything, and those are going to be sold separate. This sold for $20. Not a huge profit, but since there's two different things to sell, it'll end up being pretty decent profit. Now, these aren't your run-of-the-mill ones sold for $20. These are the 1 1/4 inch. It's always good if you're going to sell these, which, by the way, you shouldn't. Way more people are selling these since my show has been on. It was like me and 3 other people for years, and now everybody sells them, but they're not really worth that much. But that's 1 1/4 inch right there. So, and these are not Bakelite. Oh my gosh, that is one of my pet peeves. People put these things on as Bakelite. I'm like, yeah, I don't think so. Any rate, $20, and they'll go out. Oh man, I guess 12 ounce rate. I guess. What they're gonna go out, you know, you just put them in a padded. Come on. Ooh, wow, they're gonna go out at the 16 ounce rate. Oh, I picked such a good one to open. Shane, thank you. Shane's from Port Angeles, Washington, which by the way is absolutely gorgeous. I attended a wedding up there with my buddy Brian, who I haven't seen since 20 some years ago, 25 years ago. How about this? It's really weird being the same age as these old people. That's Baroness right there. Very cool. I love it. Thank you so much. No, at least I didn't see one. This is an interesting package too. I love it. Thank you very much. I'll find somewhere in the new cabin, maybe even on the bins, which we're not back there in that new cabin on the bins very much, but I might put one on a bin, or I might put it in a sticker. Like I got a metal piece in the back. I gotta show you the back side of that cabin here, of the supply hut soon. Sold 2 of these on auction. I think I accidentally listed them to end like 1 minute apart in the morning. But, you know, hey. Still, with all that, $106 plus shipping, $102.50 plus shipping. This one is Ronald McDonald House. This one is St. Jude. Bruce got the one going to Ronald McDonald House. We are thrilled to have won this and to add it to our Commonwealth Picker Flipper collection. Adding our first Reagan ornament is icing on the cake. We watch you regularly. Thank you. Very, very kind of y'all. And this one to Robert, Bruce, and to Robert. So happy to have won this auction, as one of the 40 ornaments went so quickly. They really did. Blows my mind. Less than 2 hours, 40 sold, just like that. Plus, this gives more money to this wonderful charity. Thanks again for all that you do, the reseller community. May you all have a wonderful Christmas filled with many great memories to last a lifetime. Robin, Carla, Montego Selections. You bought that yesterday. You are just amazing to us. You have been for a long time. We really do appreciate you, and it is headed your way. Do you remember that Ansel Adams picture that somebody sent like 8 million messages about the other day? We talked about it on video. That sold. It should be right here. If I can grab it. Ooh, this might be biting off more than I can chew. Yep. That was pretty big. I remember buying it. I'm like, maybe I shouldn't have bought this, but you know what? I did. And you got to get the right ones. This is a really big one, which is why it's sold. You know, a lot of these don't sell for very much, and this one didn't sell for very much. What am I doing here? $34 plus shipping. Have the absolute perfect box for this, and just got it the other day and put it aside because I knew I had it. So 34 bucks plus shipping. It's not that hard. I'll take the money. Since I have the ladder out, I figured I'd just climb up the other direction. Grab this hat right here. It is a camo, digital camo Stadium Giveaway Lynchburg Hillcat hat. That's a pretty cool looking mascot. And it went to Keith, our buddy Keith from Minnesota. And Keith, thank you so much for those kind words and for supporting us. I appreciate you. And thank you. Have a Merry Christmas yourself. And thank you for your kind words about our fur babies too. We hope you're doing well. Sold a trans backpack. I think this is a peacock or something like that. I think that's what they call it. I got a story about peacocks. I've told it before. I was growing up in California. There's peacocks up the road, and they squawk really loud, and they're a little annoying from time to time. Beautiful, but annoying. Moved to Virginia, get my very first house in Virginia, and I wake up to a squawking peacock. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. So the neighbor had one there too. This bag, I think I remember like hemming and hawing because it was 10 bucks. But I bought it because it had a tag, and I'm like, 10 into 30, you know, make $15 profit. And that's what we did, 30 bucks plus shipping. And just looked up, and it says repeat buyer, and it says Christina, and I recognize your name. So, Christina Parisa. Do I have that right? Was I not supposed to say that? Well, I just did. So thank you, and you've been watching a long time, so I just want to say thank you, even though you didn't leave a message. All right, y'all, we have the new puppy, but I heard a scratch at the door. So there you go.
2 black animals.
That's 2 black animals. You got it. All right, Reagan's going to read right here. She's going to read who bought what out of CommonwealthPicker.com store. What you got?
Jane got an Animal Man, Brandon got an Animal Man, Nathan got an Animal Man, and he got a Trash to Cash sticker too, and he's Classy Medley.
Classy Medley is the name of his eBay store. Is that it? 3 of them?
No, and Colleen got a black Trash to Cash shirt.
All right. Thank you, Turner, for helping. Look at this puppy right here. Have an ease.
Yeah.
What a cute puppy. Even though this wasn't my decision.
Yeah, it was.
No, it
It
wasn't.
was?
Yeah, you said she could get it.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
gave in to her. I wouldn't say that was my decision.
Well, still
Do you like the puppy?
Yeah, I love it.
I like the
The
puppy
way
too.
you're flipped.
For sure. All right. Well, thank you all very, very much.
Bye, and don't forget your sticker at CommonwealthPicker.com.
Here is that nail polish from earlier. That went for $5, and then a Liberty University t-shirt. You haven't seen me sell these in a while, and there's a reason, because they don't sell for very much. With the uptick in first class, selling things for $9 just doesn't work quite like it used to. Unless you're getting it free, which I did get this one for free, and it's a size medium, and it sold for $9. What do you know? Not really worth it, but I'll take the little profit, and it's super easy. Really quickly before we go, just want to say thank you. As always, you guys are amazing. I hope your Q4 is going well. Tell me down below, are you exceeding expectations, at expectations, or below expectations? Tell me that in the comments below if you're a reseller, of course. If not, thank you very much for watching our show. We appreciate you, and I can't wait to see you next time.